Hey, what's going on, everybody? Coach Nick here with Coach Nick Fitness. Today we are going over the kneeling plank. I'm going to teach you I'm going to teach you how to avoid the three biggest mistakes that I see when I coach this in my fitness class. So I've been training fitness class and doing one-on-one training for 10 years now. I coach primarily women in their 40s and 50s, and these are the three biggest mistakes I see when people need to start out with a kneeling plank. And I want to get into this right now. I typically ramble. I'm going to get right into this. Mistake number one is setup. So when we come down for our kneeling plank, and I encourage you to get a mirror and check your form. I know it's kind of weird, but it's going to make a huge difference in our setup here. So let me bring this camera down a little bit, and I want to get right into this for you. So join me. I encourage you to join me for this. So come down. Here's big mistake. We get in the kneeling plank, and we keep the butt way back here because you're probably kind of scared of your low back because it hurts. So you get into this position, and it's doing nothing for you. That's literally doing nothing for you. So we have to get down here where our hips are in line with our shoulders. This is where we want to be at. We don't want to be down here. We don't want to be way up here. We want to be right here. That's where I need you to be. Again, if you can, get a mirror, check your form. Make sure you have that nice alignment. That's going to make a huge difference. Number two, thing I always tell people to focus on is don't just come down into a plank and then not think about anything. That's a huge mistake. If I just come down here, I don't tighten anything up, it's pretty worthless, to be honest. So I'm here, and I didn't think about anything. I didn't tighten anything up. That is not what we want. We have to strengthen things by focusing and contracting the muscles, by focusing on and contracting the muscle. So what I want you to think is 3 points of tension. This is going to be awesome. You're going to brace your core like you're ready for a punch in the stomach. You're going to squeeze your butt, tighten it up, and then we're going to make fists, and we're going to push them into the ground, and this is going to make a huge difference. So I'm going to come down here, hips down in line with the shoulders. All right, I'm going to squeeze my glutes and abs. So core is tight, glutes are tight, and then your ninja trick is make fists and push them into the ground. And you're going to feel everything really come alive on that. And it's going to be much more effective because I want to get you away from this kneeling plank and get you into the full plank as quick as I can. But if we're just starting out or we have some back pain, this is a great spot. We just need to make sure we're doing it correctly. Number three, I see this all the time, and especially if you're a female who has some back issues and we have this really big arch in our back, we got to get you out of that before you even get into your plank. So what I want you to do is you're going to start is all fours just to get this motion down. So what we're going to do is we're going to be here. We're going to do basically a cat camel. But I want you to think you're going to get this big arch in your back. So this is where we want to avoid. The cue, it's really weird, but it works. You're going to pretend like you're tucking a tail between your legs. So notice how I go from overarched to neutral, maybe even a little bit over. That's okay. I'd rather see you go more tucked under than more exaggerated through that arch. That's going to be way better. So if you have that, which is very common, we need to coach you out of that. So you're going to come down, you're going to get on your forearms. You're going to tuck the tail between your legs, and you're going to keep your glutes really tight while you're doing that. Then you're going to brace like you're ready for a punch in the stomach, and then you're going to push your fists into the ground. And you're going to focus on all of those points of tension while you're doing it, and that is how we properly do a kneeling plank. Do it. Do it for 10, 15, 20 seconds. Feel the difference that makes when you focus on those. The 3 points of tension are very important. So core, glutes, pushing them into the ground. Make sure your hips aren't above your shoulders. We want them nice and in line there. And then if you need to, use that tuck the tail cue. Keep your glutes super tight. That's going to make a huge difference. I want you to get to a minute on the kneeling plank, and then I want you to start progressing to the full length plank because that's going to help us get stronger faster when we can get into that variation. Kneeling is fine. It is definitely a modification that I use in my classes. But again, I try to coach my members out of, hey, let's do this, focus on this. Once we get to a minute, we're going to start progressing you to the full plank. And that's going to help you get out of that back pain. That's going to strengthen your core a lot faster. But use that. Keep those points in mind. I encourage you to go back and watch this and try that and feel the difference. All right, I'm rambling now. I am out of here. Thanks for watching. If you got some value out of this, if you tried those tips, comment below, let me know. Subscribe to the channel. Please help me grow this. I really want to get this out. We'll get this info out to more men, women in their 40s and 50s who need to start planking, need to start strengthening their back, but are really struggling with it. So help me out here. Share it, like it, comment, do all that cool stuff. Peace.